Welcome to Skyrim for Seniors. Now last time we found the Ring of Pure Mixtures for the alchemist in Dawnstar. This time we're going to go and find the book Night Falls on Sentinel for Rustleaf in Dawnstar. Now the location for that is right there, which is out on the tundra, and that's actually Swindler's Den, I think is the name of that place. Even though it's not named, that's where it is. And as you can see, there's nowhere at all close by. Brood Cavern is on the other side of some mountains. That's not a good location to go to. So what we're going to do is we're going to fast travel to Pelagia Farms and then take the road, take the main road out of Whiterun. This road goes to Rorikstead. And we're going to take this road and we'll identify a couple of major places on the way. And then we'll eventually wind up there. It'll be a nice little walk because, well, the tundra is big. It's a truly gigantic area. And I'll wind up getting a fair amount of tundra cotton on the way. And once I have enough, then I'll stop getting it. And of course, any butterflies that get in the way, I'll definitely pick them up. Especially the blue ones. The blue butterfly wings are very important. I've forgotten exactly for what. I just know that, oh, for heaven's sakes. You're an Argonian, malign, magic of poison, nightshade, potent words, dwarven salts, dwarven. I don't want to carry. That's waste 45 for heaven's sakes. I'll take your elven dagger, but you can keep the rest of that stuff. It's just too heavy. All right, give me your flowers. Give me your flowers. Give me your flowers. Come on, give me your flowers. Catch him in flight. It's always easier to just let them settle down. Let them light. Once they light, they're pretty easy to get. Oh, yes, not that it matters, but I'll explain it to my vast audience of zero that I put a new controller on to see if that business of slipping to the right will go away. And of course, it's too early to tell. I don't see what else it could have been, frankly, because when troubleshooting electronic devices, Occam's razor is always best to keep in mind. If you're not familiar with that. He was a philosopher. He's actually British, believe it or not. Occam is a place. He's Sir William of Occam. He was British. I know he sounds exotic, but he wasn't. He was a British fellow. And basically said, this is paraphrasing, this is not what he said, but to paraphrase, a skeever of all things. I think he just made me sick. Yep. I got ataxia, reduced lockpicking and pickpocketing. Well, since I'm doing neither of those things at the time, I don't care. Really, that's what I was going to get attacked by, was a skeever, so he could give me ataxia. At any rate, I don't remember whether I said it or not. Sir William of Occam said, and again I'm paraphrasing, I'm not quoting, he said that in general, the simplest answer is usually right.
My father was a legionnaire, his before him. Guess I never considered doing anything else.
Now, I don't know why, but that tends to offend a lot of people, especially really clever people. I think it really offends conspiracy folks. Because conspiracy folks thrive on convoluted and complicated situations. And the fact is that most situations in the real world, outside television and the movies, are not very complicated. You know, when the Coca-Cola company came out with New Coke, It was just a mistake, folks. I remember an interview given by the president of Coca-Cola, and he was asked about that after the fact, and he said, no, we're not that smart. I thought that about sums it up. And he was amazingly wistful when he said it. His voice was, I detected a wistful, whoops, a saber cat just jumped out and killed a deer up there in the road. But that president of Coke, oh, where did you disappear to? Well, there you are. He had this wistful tone in his voice when he said, no, we're not that smart. As if he was also thinking, gee, but I wish we were. And all these grand conspiracies that people come up with, actually, I'll tell you a secret about, is that a person down there? Yes, it was. I'll tell you a secret about secrets and conspiracies. I spent 9 years in the Marine Corps, and I had a top secret clearance. And when I was in the Marine Corps, I was stationed at El Toro, Marine Corps Air Station El Toro, when Nixon was president. And as a result, it wasn't just me. Don't get me wrong. I'm not claiming anything special. All of us that did the job that I did, that we all wound up with special White House clearance, presidential, not White House, not presidential clearance, because of our jobs and our access to the president, because of again, it was simply because of the job we did and some of the other things I was involved in. I can tell you about secrets and conspiracies. Secrets don't get kept. Unless everyone that knows the secret agrees that it should be kept. I hope you listened to what I just said. Secrets don't wind up being kept unless everyone that knows the secret believes that it should be kept. I'll give you an example of a secret that a lot of people knew but wasn't kept. And it was the Phoenix program over in Vietnam. I was peripherally involved with the Phoenix program. A lot of people knew about it. Plenty of people didn't agree with it. The fact of the matter is it was an effective program. It was actually very effective. It mimicked some of the communist tactics, and it fed them some of their own medicine, so to speak, in that it basically was targeted assassinations of communists or North Vietnamese activists working in the South, which, you know, personally I didn't have any trouble with. But there was a certain segment of people who saw these people as sympathetic. They were sympathetic toward these communist folks. They saw them as, how would you put it, nationalist, I suppose. They saw them as, they saw the Vietnam War as a civil war, let's put it that way. They didn't see it as an attempted communist takeover of the South by the North, which is what it was. They saw it as some sort of a civil war, like, say, our American Civil War. And some of the tactics that the communists used was to move in, assassinate the head man in a village, replace him with a communist leader, and rule the village by force with a small cadre of thugs. And the Phoenix program basically just assassinated those commies that had been put in place by force, which seemed perfectly acceptable to me. I didn't have any problem with it whatsoever, but there were people who did. So as a result, the program did not remain secret. And the reason it didn't remain secret is because there were people who had moral or ethical qualms about the program. And that's how it works. Secrets don't get kept. If people don't believe they're worth keeping, if they think there's something wrong. Now, you can believe all the TV and movies if you want to. You're mistaken if you don't think that there are plenty of brave people out there willing to risk their lives for the truth, because there are. You're sadly mistaken. If you don't think that those people don't exist, because they do exist. Oh, it's a lady out front. I'm sorry. Although that's not really much of a lady's hairdo. Look at this. We got 3 different hats. Imperial light helmet, steel helmet, and an iron helmet. Wow. They must be hats they've stolen off of people like me that try to come around. If I had died, they would have taken my hat and put it there in the pile, probably. So we finally got here. Let's see if, yeah, Swindler's Den. That's right. Okay, looks like we got some Nord meat over here. Some white cap. Empty sack. Some gold. Garlic. Whoa, that's some good money there. You're tired of getting disarmed. Maybe you're in the wrong line of business. Whoa, that was a pretty nifty move. Ah, that's a mean looking axe. Good grief, I don't want to get hit with that. Oh, I'm tired of being serious. Wonder who I should be. I don't really know how to be anybody else. I suppose I should do that a lot slower. Oops, wow, okay. Come here.
Someone there? Over here!
Good grief. Certainly didn't die easy. Where the heck am I hearing these people from? Okay, that must be the book up there. Jade and Hamlet Circuit, I'll take that. I don't know what I'm hearing. Nordmead, Nordmead. Gold, don't want any of that. Empty wine bottles. Deer hide. What do we got in the barrel? Apples. I like apples. Oh. Ah, that's a bucket there. Cabbage, taters, pheasant, 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 rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. Orcish bow. No. One-handed increased. I haven't done a lick of one-handed ever. Gold. Trap. Trap. Ooh, Nocturnal. My favorite Daedric Lord. Night is falling on the tundra. Whew. Okay. So what we're going to do is let's close this door. I'm going to do some inventory management, and then when we come back, I'll go up and give the book Night Falls on to Rustleaf. All right, that's it.